All right, I think we're live. Hello?
Hey now.
Is this thing working? Hello everybody. Welcome back. It's been a while. It feels like it's been like a month.
It
It's only been
does.
2 weeks.
Is
Three?
it?
Is it
I
three?
think it's like
I
a
think it's
3-week
three.
sandwich.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Hello. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Game of Thrones therapy session. Let's see. What's up, Doc Holliday, Randall, MX, Linda Stanfield, Eric Newcomer, Mo Castilla, Diane Harris, John Haymaker, Matthew Hernandez, Amber, Zara, Karen W, Caesar, there's Raina, Richard Hop, the Bio Explorer, Cameron, Casey, Atheist, Randy, K-Dubs. I saw your comment earlier, K-Dubs. We're starting early. He didn't see it. He didn't listen to the podcast, obviously. That's what it tells you.
That's exactly what it tells
Because
you.
we mentioned this
going
in the podcast going earlier. So K-Dubs doesn't listen to the podcast. That's what we learned from that. Hello, Mary, Count Ripula, Brittany, Harm, Lady Celtic Moon, Mary J, Carol Brown, Legal Jedi, Steph Snow, JB Boss, what's up, man?
What is happening?
Matthew Hernandez, Margarita? I'm sorry. Sassy Pants. Let's see. Dornitz.
Kato says he's listening right now.
Yeah, sure. Right. To both. Alex Kirk, Ungaliant, Peter Griffin, Michael Palmer, hello, Arcane Flash, Karen. Anyway, hello everyone. We figured we'd do this. I put final stream. It's not the final stream. It's the final Game of Thrones stream.
How about episode 7?
Yeah. What did you think? We're gonna go through episode 7, and no, it's we got to put this to bed. We got to just deal with
That's
it.
impossible.
And put it to bed and move on and do other things. So the final Game of Thrones stream. What's Alex Kirk says? Hashtag Canon for co-host. What?
He's a regular. I see that every stream. I don't blame you.
Camden's in her mom's tonight. But she has joined me online before when you were out of town, I think.
Carol's talking dirty.
Uh-oh. Oh, stroke the like button. Oh, stroke it. Thank you, Randall MX, for subscribing just 3 minutes ago. Appreciate it. We've lost 50 so far today, so thank you. That's 49 now. We're moving up. Hello, Felicia. Anyway, we didn't really have...
that's weird.
What's
Instead
that?
of bye, Felicia, you said hello, Felicia.
That's true. Damn, I didn't think about it. Anyway, so yeah, we went and, we don't have anything particular to talk about. Just we talked about it on the podcast yesterday. I released it yesterday on YouTube. It was early for Patrons. Anyway, this void. That we're feeling, regardless of how, and we're not going to sit here and talk about how it ended, or we'll answer questions about whatever, but not going to complain and be all negative. This was still the greatest show, I think, in the history. I mean, the ending, you could argue with that, but it was a big part of my life for 3 years, and you guys as well, and James hopped on the fantasy train.
I did.
And we had this little family going, and we're not. It feels like a goodbye, but it's not. It's just a goodbye to this show. Is what we're saying. So, Doc Holliday, there's your first question.
It's not a goodbye to this show. It's a goodbye to this topic on this show.
Yeah. Yes.
More than likely.
Yes. Probably
Until maybe a book or a prequel
and all that stuff. Sure. Because we're just never going to get the answers. Books maybe, as far as like some of the things were left unsaid. Doc Holliday says, "Is the erectile dysfunction better, James?" That was a podcast sponsor.
Ask me on the next stream.
We didn't even get this lined up. Are we lined up? You're in the shot. Okay, you're kind of
because I'm going straight home after this.
Anyway, let's see. RX dude at chapter 64 in the first book. Here we go. We got some. I was wondering that too. I was wondering with the controversy, right, surrounding the ending, would this turn people off to reading the books now? Because it turned so many people on to the books. The books became more popular than any in history because of the show. I wonder if it will turn people off, the people that don't agree with the ending, because you gotta split in the fandom right now, half and half. I'm curious, but I guess not everybody.
Let me ask you a question that we posed. I think it was the podcast before last.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Would you suggest it?
Recommend it.
Would you recommend it to somebody to start from the beginning and watch the show?
Yeah, I mean, I told, and this came up with when Eric was over
here. Now
that
you had a few weeks or month to think about that.
I think I would still recommend it.
I think I would too.
You got to go through it. The ending doesn't take away whether you like it or not. It doesn't take away from the previous great seasons and the characters you came to love and episodes and battle scenes and all the great things about it. So. Yeah, I mean, I think you got to go through it. I think you got to watch it. You can't. I mean, it's well
worth it.
I don't know, but I mean, I understand for some people that's a deal breaker if the ending is not your style too. So I can understand if somebody wouldn't, but yeah, I would absolutely. Again, it's part of the story, but it's not the entire story. And it's all cliche, but it was more of the journey. At least I've come to accept that. I'm still not satisfied,
right,
and never will be.
What about Kit Harington? I'm not real up on it, but I've heard.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gotten out. He went to a rehab essentially for alcohol and stress. So even the actors, and of course you saw Conleth Hill, who plays Varys, come out, didn't like this ending for him whatsoever. He didn't like the last 3 seasons for him, for his character. He thought he kind of fell off to the side, which I agree. We wanted him to do something. We kept saying he got to do one more big thing to help Danny or whatever. We said that before Littlefinger's death. We wanted to be Littlefinger. That whole little war with them never happened.
Never. And then you switched and you said, okay, let's be Qyburn.
Yeah, just do Qyburn, something.
Yeah, and
something.
No.
So I think there's definitely some issues and it'd be interesting to see how the actors in months or years to come say what they really think about it. You can't.
It's possible Kit would come out later and go, that was a lot to do with the ending.
It could be. I mean, you saw the reaction in the last Watch documentary. It's just like, what? So he didn't take it very well. Anyway, let's see. Randy, thank you, Randy Suimatsu. What's up? Thank you for the super chat. I'm pretty sure it was season 6 that I found SmokeScreen in this community. I was trying several creators, but you, James, in this community is where I found great content and great fun. Thanks to all of you. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it, dude.
Thank you.
That's us too. This has been really has been therapy in a lot of ways. So it's kind of a joke thumbnail, but it's not.
I swear.
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking last night while I was working, I was like, there was a string of months there where it was like every week there was something bad happened to me. And
these story time.
All these people were here for that.
Yes.
Every single week there's something new. And so you guys have been there for me and both of us in a major way.
Oh yeah, it goes both ways. So it really is therapy. I put that on the thumbnail, like Game of Thrones, the final stream therapy, Q&A or whatever. But it really is. TJ Nelson, Chris, you said in your podcast that you don't want to review TV and movies forever. So what is your end game? TJ, I don't know. That's the thing I'm struggling with. I always will enjoy TV and movies. And it's not that I don't want to ever do anything with them at all. I just don't want to be in that box where I have to. It's just got to the point where, like, if I really fall in love with something else, fine. That's why I'm going to start doing some reactions to all these shows you guys recommend on the channel. That'll start this week to kind of see what happens with it. You know what I mean? So it's just I didn't want to be in that box. This is what I feared when I went into this, and because my first videos were on Star Wars and then other things, and then Game of Thrones was season 5 episode 4 I think was the first video, and then it just blew up.
Right.
I fell in love with the story and the detail and started reading books and all that shit. So I don't really know. There's so many things I'm into. I just don't know how to do it. It doesn't fit this channel. There's the devil cat.
Holy shit.
There's the demon monkey knocking down.
Put down that sword.
He's picked up Longclaw. She did. A little mini Longclaw letter opener. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're going. this channel has always been, pop culture entertainment, but it's just everything was around Game of Thrones. And so even though we've done Star Wars and Walking Dead and other shows and whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, it shifted from Walking Dead, right? You were kind of more into Walking Dead
was
at first.
it was real heavy at first, and it just kind of went downhill. Now it's back and good again, I think. This last season was really good. I don't know if I would do videos on it again. It's such an older show, but I don't know. I don't know. I really want to focus on my own book and put more out there for you guys too, but I don't know how to integrate that to a YouTube channel.
You figure that out. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, because I would love to share little things and, and like while I'm writing it and have people be a part of that. I just don't know exactly how do you do that in videos, you know what I mean? Or do you do it during live streams? And I don't know, without giving everything away. But I definitely want to, especially on Patreon, start releasing a little more stuff and getting more feedback. We released the prologue of that and got a lot of great feedback, and it's been changed a lot since then, and as I've had more ideas. But so that's what I want to focus on big time. But I can't. I obviously have to put something out for videos.
I read a lot of comments from the podcast that we just put out, and it seems like Vikings is still the overwhelming #1 suggestion.
I think it is too. So I think that's what I'll start with probably this week. I was going to do it actually yesterday or the day before, but I think I'll start, just reactions. That way it's kind of simple. I'm the new guy, kind of, sort of, and see what happens. So we'll go with that and see what is good. And there's all kinds of other great shows. I will say I want to probably touch on The Witcher. We got The Witcher coming. We got Lord of the Rings coming. As far as TV shows, The Witcher, I really love the story there. I'm not an expert on The Witcher stuff. I played the games. I know the general stuff, and I'm starting the book. So if it's something that we'll see how it goes, I'll give it a shot for sure. I think if you like fantasy, you don't have to like video games. These are based off books, mini books, not just a trilogy. Actually, I think there's 5 or 6 books on the Witcher story. It's really cool if you like fantasy, and it's a little twist on it.
Sandman's asking if you watch Stranger Things.
Yeah, Sandman, absolutely. I was going to do actually in season 2. I thought I should do videos this year because we'd watched season 1, loved it,
loved season 1,
and then season 2, I was like, I don't know. Do you do like one video per episode because they release it all at once? That was the weird part with
the quandary,
the Netflix stuff,
but I think that is the way to do it.
I guess you'd have to. Otherwise, it'd be like a whole season recap.
Even though people have already binged it and know the end, still, I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah. Kind of keep the same pattern that you did for Game of Thrones.
Right. So, I've definitely thought about that. We got season 3 coming, too. But I don't know. We definitely...
You just couldn't theorize or anything. I'm sorry.
Right, yes.
That's the problem, because people will be like, no, idiot. Yeah. You've not seen episode 5?
Exactly. I don't watch it all one night. I'll watch 2 or 3 and then do it the next night. But, I mean, maybe season 3. The thing that worries me about Stranger Things is that I don't know how far they can go with this same monster upside down thing. If they start maybe showing other people like Eleven, the other girls that was in their stories or whatever, if it relates to it, I don't know. That would be that, like they introduced 1, I can't remember who, 9, I can't remember who it was. But and it was like Westworld. The first season, loved Westworld, did videos all year. Second season, I stopped halfway through. I just wasn't the same. And this third season, this third trailer is like completely different. I mean, it's not even it don't even look like the same show. It's like in the real world.
Oh wow.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
But it really matters that you feel something.
Exactly. I got to enjoy it. I can't just throw stuff out there just to be throwing it out there and not really give a damn about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we'll see. I don't know. Let's see. Thank you. JB has a question from V. Taylor. I'd be interested to see what Chris thought about The Handmaid's Tale, but I think some of it would definitely be lost of him, and I mean that out of love, but he's a good old boy. Wait, what? I can't. Why couldn't I get The Handmaid's Tale? Did I just read an insult? Did I just read an insult with love?
Mean that out of love.
I don't know. What does that mean? I'm a slow learner.
It's too urban.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Thank you, Lauren Wagstaff. Thank you for the super chat. I love your got stuff. So if you want to do more, bring it. But definitely do more cooking with Chris. This is the other thing I just mentioned to you. The other day, I ended up watching these old vlog things on the vlog channel, and those are fun to do. And I just didn't do it because I was so focused on the final season of God. It was the final season. You had all these theories. You had to get them out and all that stuff. So I haven't done anything on the vlog channel, but I want to again. The question is, do I want to move it to the main channel or keep it over there where it doesn't count?
Because you don't want to do it if it doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count because I have to always think about unfortunately the financial aspect of it.
You honestly think people would unsubscribe if they saw Cooking with Chris pop up in their
well, they are anyway. They are anyway now, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I say put anything you want as long as it's you. But all I could say is, as far as that other Cooking with Chris episode, at the time you were just having fun with that. But I think if you did some more creative editing and took it more seriously, I mean, because it's already gonna be funny. You just know it's gonna be funny. Dude, people will eat it up. I don't care if they were Game of Thrones only
those
people.
are fun. And then the reason I slowed down though was not just that was, I mean, primarily Game of Thrones, but most of the vlogs are kind of the same. But then when I started doing the magic stuff and then the shoe vlog where I collect Jordans and all that stuff and the cooking, those were a lot funner. It's just that I was sitting around so much not actually doing much besides running to the store and back.
Right.
And it was just me and Riddick in the car. It was just like I felt like it was, monotonous and boring.
I don't know.
But I do enjoy that type of thing. It's just that, a few people here or go watch those or whatever, but I don't know how it would do on a main channel like this one. I don't know. The playlist is already listed there.
Shaving with Chris.
There you go. We'll do. And then we'll start an actual local ass honey line.
That should have already been happening.
Local ass bees.
It could happen.
Sure.
Shirts too.
Yeah. Diane Harris, Q&A not got related, but have you an opinion the CW's Arrow as it's ending this year and the Flash as they were coming to the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline? Diane, I stopped watching CW 2 years ago. I can't stand CW. They got way, way, way political, and I just stopped. I couldn't deal with it. It's so bad. I used to watch The Flash and Supergirl. I never watched Arrow a lot because I just never was interested in his character. But Flash was one of my favorite DC characters. And Supergirl, and then they got stupid. They just got stupid. It's not even about them anymore. It's about politics. So I don't fucking deal with it.
Yeah, and I never really watched much anyway.
So yes, anything CW,
I started watching it.
I don't even mess
Arrow
with,
and liked it.
Yeah, I liked the crossovers when they did them.
At that moment, I had too many shows I was already watching.
Right.
And you can only, watch so many things.
Exactly. Let's see. Eric Newcomer, this is a question a lot of people have asked in the last couple of days and on the stream on Twitch last night. Would you guys consider Got book reviews like a group of characters per discussion or something? I thought about that, but there's so many people doing rereads now and chapter by chapter podcasts and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't really know. And honestly, I just need to stay away from ice and fire shit for a while. I really do. It's just, you know what I mean? There's just a burn there. It's not related to the ending necessarily. I'm just saying just a burnout of that particular subject all the time. So, I mean, would I consider it?
You're
sure.
not selling the
I don't
Helm's
know.
helmet and these swords in the yard sale or anything.
Yeah, no. Hell no. No. So, but yeah, I don't know. That it would be cool to do, but there's just so many. I don't know if it was. I don't know. I may consider it. I know people have also asked me like to do reads, but you can't read the whole thing for copyright.
Oh.
So I can't read a chapter at a time or whatever. But no, I've thought about it. It's possible, and you would have to basically read a chapter. We'd have to do a book club, is what we'd have to do.
That's
you read the
a
chapter
great
this
idea.
week,
I've always thought that was a good
and then
idea.
on whatever
people
day,
were pushing me to do that when I started doing that stuff on my channel.
Right. So you'd have to read the chapter once a week or something, have a stream about it, and go over the main points or whatever. It could be fun. Funny stir. I can't even read that. Funny Stursty. I'm sorry. Chernobyl is very good, but also very disturbing. Yeah, Chernobyl, I definitely want to see that. We remember that happening.
Yeah.
We were pretty young, but I remember for sure the warnings about like, the weather coming over here and shit, and it was horrible. But yeah, I hadn't seen it yet. I've heard it was really good though. I just don't know if that would be something you can discuss more than once.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I definitely want to check it out. Linda Stanfield, did the mugs make it? Linda, I need to go check the P.O. box. I hadn't checked it in about a week, so I haven't got anything as of last week. So I will go tomorrow, Linda.
Very cool.
But thank you. I forgot about that. I'm glad you mentioned that. Remind me to go. I need to take my ass to
and what is it exactly?
Mugs of some sort.
Like cool coffee mugs or something.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. I have not seen. Let's see. RX Dude says Rome. That was another one that's suggested quite a bit, actually. Definitely, like you said, the leader by far is Vikings. Is Vikings over? I don't know if we got an answer to that in the podcast comments.
I kept looking in the comments too. I think somebody said season 6, but they didn't say whether that was.
Yeah,
I think
this is the last one. Whatever. If it's already happened, I don't know.
Oh, Linda says beer mugs. Cool. Thank you, Linda.
Oh yeah, very cool. Thank you, Linda. I'll grab those tomorrow, and take a picture of them, put it on Twitter or something. Yeah, I just don't. Linda hadn't checked it in a while because every time I was going like every other day when I was out, and there was never anything in there anymore. So I just gotta stop going. That's all the way across. That's over there. It's up yonder. So yeah, let's see. Peach, I do a book club. There's another vote for the book club. Randall, Vikings are never over. So yeah, but is it the last season? Is this the last season? Is it over? Is it one more season coming? I don't remember. I think it's ending.
Here's what I think.
Excuse me.
Do a fan fiction type thing, and just how we threw out the outline for Dragon Raised by Wolves. Mm-hmm. Like do almost like a Boston University thing and
a virtual season
for our own virtual ending and act it out, or you know what I mean?
Act it out there. Just me and you.
I'd love. We've talked about doing. Those
we
skits.
Definitely want to do scenes. We definitely want to do skits. We need to do that for real. Are there any 2 people? There's a couple of 2-person. We could find something.
Yeah, well, we can play multiple characters. Just
that's true. Yeah, we
switches.
can edit it. Yeah, we wanted to do Redneck Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we actually were, doing some in the living room. It was pretty funny.
Right. Randy, thank you, Randy, for the super chat. Cobra Kai season 3 when it comes out. Yeah, love Cobra Kai. Season 2 was awesome. That was another one that was kind of the same thing. Randy was, it all comes out at once on Netflix. You could do a video on each episode, but they're 30 minutes. They're not in depth. It's more of a laid back, fun show, like Lucifer. I like Lucifer. I don't know. It's just I don't know what it would be much of a discussion, is what I'm saying, in that type of show.
Yeah, and that really is a pain in the neck for people, that do what you do, is that they're dropped all at once.
Yeah.
That would change so much.
It really does. So I don't know. Maybe they do really well. I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, it's weird when you're reviewing something and then people's already seen the rest of it. So, again, it's no theorizing and stuff like that. It's just like, you got a couple basic plot lines with Kreese coming in and all that stuff. So I don't know. Lydia, thank you, Lydia Quinn, for the super chat. Grieving still, decided rewatching the series for the 5th time and thoroughly enjoying it. I'll watch whatever you guys do, book, reading, series, cooking, whatever. Thank you, Lydia. She's down for whatever, is what she's saying. So yeah, I don't know. We got to figure this out though, and fast. Let me check Patreon. I think there was only one question I saw earlier. Carol Brown. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol.
On Patreon, what was your thought after the final episode wrapped and no previews were airing? We
talked about that.
You saw us live right there after the whole thing, and that was the first reaction. It was just like, first I think we were more mad about the whole thing,
right,
the way it went down, versus like later on, it's when it sank in. Shit, there's no more.
The routine has ended.
Right.
It was like a ritual. everything.
Absolutely. And you knew it was coming next year, even though you had between seasons and off seasons. Oh, there they are. I had to refresh the damn thing. So yeah, it was very. I'm still not over it. That's why we're doing this. I'm still not over that. It's just over. Like you said in the podcast, even if you have episodes you consider shitty or badly written or whatever, just give us more.
Yeah, I would take more of them right now.
Exactly. Alan Garcia, thank you, Alan, on Patreon. What theory you had were the most disappointed about not seeing realized in the show? Probably just the Night King origin story. Other than he's the first man tied to a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't.
That was disappointing.
Just not getting the answers about him being the major threat. And I understand the ice and fire threats. I understand where they're going and what they did, and it will be the same in the books. But not having that link to Jon on the Stark side, or at least confirmed.
Yeah.
I mean, still we could possibly see that in this prequel or something. But yeah, that just not him not being the main threat after they built up. You know what I mean? They built up this whole thing from the prologue.
Yeah.
You could still have crazy Danny and, kill the dragons or whatever, since the fire side. It was just really odd. I think it was backwards. Or have it at the same time or something, but stretch it out a little bit longer.
For me, I think I'm on a short list. I never cared about any of the prophecies. Don't kill me. Yeah. I never gave two shits about it, and people really hung a lot of hope on those coming true and stuff.
Yeah.
And
now we did give fair warning about prophecy, though. We did.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So for me, it would be like you're saying, the Night King thing, and I was really kind of pissed that they hinted so much about a baby that.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about the whole baby. I think they just cut it.
I think you're right.
I think they just cut it. I really do. I think she was pregnant and they just didn't say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when they release the season 8 DVDs, behind the scenes, something, or when they eventually talk about it. I really do. They threw that in your face way too much for them not to do anything with it.
Yeah, agreed.
They cut out the Cersei stuff too, pretty much.
Plot point.
They pretty much cut out the Cersei the way, because they cut that scene. That was actually a scene that they cut out, so we know that that's been done.
Right.
So yeah, they definitely. I think they definitely did. Lord Kev, thank you, Lord Kev, on Patreon. Yay, and we're live. I think we're live. Can't wait to see y'all. And I may have some advice for James about that nasty dysfunction he mentioned on the podcast. They never forget. They never forget. Oh shit!
And see, you think they're not going to listen that deep into a podcast.
That's right.
But that makes me proud of you guys.
That was at the end.
Yeah.
That was close to the end, so they're going all the way. Except K-Dubs. K-Dubs is not listening. He didn't even know. LC Manny, HBO just released Deadwood movie to make fans happy. In October, HBO is releasing Sopranos movie to make fans happy. Maybe 2030, HBO can make a GOT movie to make fans happy. Yeah, I mean, they could.
Yeah.
They could do other stories movie format for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think they would release anything regarding the main story unless he decided to give them permission or to go beyond and do some kind of sequel, which that's a possibility, I guess, down the road.
Well, like K-Dubs is saying right there, answering it. I'd love to see Attorney of Harrenhal movie.
Yeah, K-Dub is saying make Attorney of Harrenhal, Robert's Rebellion movie. That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, they're I'm sure that's not
pull
ruled
little
out.
Pieces out and make a movie.
Well, I guess HBO. Well, they'd make an HBO movie. I guess I don't know. They'd be against going to the theaters unless they were the producers.
An HBO movie. Yeah, I didn't know Deadwood was made a movie. Did you know that? That was a popular show that I never got into.
Same
but
here.
I'd like to watch that movie because I like Western movies.
Let's see. LC Manny, even the CW network remade the TV series Roswell. Like I said, I don't do CW. I just won't watch anything on CW anymore. I gave it a chance for years and was just no. So
is that about Roswell, New Mexico?
I'm assuming it would be.
In that town. I never heard any mention of it.
Something big maybe happened there in the 50s.
Damn.
I'm not sure. Something about a weather balloon.
We gotta get caught up.
No. That's what I've been watching, by the way. I've been watching nature documentaries.
You got me started.
Did I?
Yeah.
You've been watching Earth too?
Mm-hmm. That's
so
funny.
I got to finish Oceans, but then the last 2 days, like I told you on the podcast, I've been on jail breaks, prison breaks, like smart prison breaks. And then I got back on Alcatraz. And by the way, there's a fairly new show on Amazon that's new evidence, and I buy it. I buy it completely.
Is it evidence that they made it?
Yeah, they made it. I've always thought
I've always thought at least one of them made it.
Yeah, they made it. They made it. This is not even how they didn't even do it the way you think they did it, according to this new evidence.
And it's on Amazon Prime?
Yep.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, I watched it last night. So I got back in. I started with just like general, like, prison break stuff, because I like smart things, MacGyver type shit. And then got back into that, just refresher, seeing if anything new came out with this. Apparently some letter came. That ended up being kind of a fake. But there's new shit completely that supports they made it and didn't get out the way you think they did. So anyway, that's what I've been watching.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if you can
appreciate you not spoiling it, because I'll go and watch that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's see. K-Dubs, thank you, K-Dubs, on Patreon. Just wanted to point out how much your channel names have evolved in meaning. Dust on the Throne was cremated in King's Landing, peeps. And Danny certainly, that is true. Danny certainly created a SmokeScreen when she burned the city and her troops advanced.
That's right.
That's right.
So he's saying dust on the throne is people's ashes, burnt people's ashes on the throne. That's pitiful, but I like it.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it had all kinds of meanings. It was dusting of snow, dusting of ashes, whatever. All right, let's see
because
here.
my channel don't do shit.
Yeah, because you don't do shit with your channel.
Yeah.
That's let's see. Where was I at here? Randy Suimatsu, thank you, Randy. Do Spider-Man Far From Home. Yeah, I'll definitely probably mention that. I was going to do an in-game thing because I've always been doing movie reviews, one-off movie reviews.
You always have,
and
right.
I always have done those. Nobody sees them. But yeah, that was right in the middle of season 8 starting. That's and all this shit. It was week 3.
You said that too.
I knew.
It's a fucking shame this is coming out like it is.
It was week 3. It was ended up being the final Night King Battle of Winterfell with the same week that Endgame came out. So I didn't get a chance to talk about it. But yeah, I'll definitely keep doing one-off movie reviews for sure, Randy. I enjoy those. They're quick and easy, and I enjoy just kind of talking about them and ranting a little bit and whatever. So I always do those for sure. And I'll continue doing Star Wars stuff as they come out, assuming I can stand the last one. But there'll be other stories. There's really some cool prequel stuff coming for Star Wars, the universe, I mean.
Personally, how amped are you about that Spider-Man?
Fairly.
That's the way I feel
fairly,
too.
not like I used to be, but I still love this Spider-Man. But now it's going to be sad with Tony Stark.
Does it not suck how things have changed since, like, we were there for that very first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Yes.
Midnight.
Yes.
People were in costumes. They came out and did Spider-Man trivia and gave away movie posters and stuff in the middle of the theater. And now,
they came in there and gave out prizes.
It's all like these comic movies are a dime a dozen now. It seems like,
exactly.
It's not as big a deal, but boy, that was epic, wasn't it? That first time
it was. It's like when you saw the cosplay, and then they actually came in the theater and threw T-shirts up,
they were
and
posters
the guy
and T-shirts
was dressed
and
as
shit.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's the only thing close to a Star Wars film where you see everybody walking around in Jedi robes and shit and lightsabers.
Yes. Oh, somebody wants to know what the Alcatraz show is called. Do you remember?
Saint's asking what's the Alcatraz. It's called Alcatraz. The Untold Evidence. No. The Untold Evidence. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find the exact name. I
knew there'd be other people interested in that too.
Yeah,
I like Alcatraz.
No, let me see. Let me find this. It's on. It's not new evidence, but it's like the untold evidence or something. Wait a minute. Hold on. What did I say that was on? What? Amazon.
Video.
Yeah, we'll find it right here. There you go. The Lost Evidence, season 1. And now it's listed as season 1, but it's only one episode. It's an hour, 20 minutes. But that implies maybe a season 2, and once you see it,
you'll see
why there could be a season 2. So yes, it's called
Lost Evidence. I wrote Lost Episode. Lost Evidence.
Alcatraz Escape, The Lost Evidence, season 1 or episode 1. It's 1 episode, 1 season apparently. But there could be a second one. I hope there is, and I hope that comes out soon. I think that came out last year, so maybe there could be a season 2. There's enough info for there to be a season 2, if you'll see what I'm talking about. I knew part of this stuff. I won't give anything away. I knew part of why there could be a season 2, but now you see why, and you got some actual evidence to back it up. So yeah, The Lost Evidence season 1 on Amazon.
The last one I watched was a documentary where they, were tracking the tides. Tide flows.
I've seen a bunch of those too.
They were able to go back in time, and because they have all this statistical data of how the tides change.
Right, I've seen a billion of those.
See where they probably landed or whatever.
I see a billion of those. So, the problem is now other shows have people successfully do it and some don't.
That's right.
It's really crazy. Yep. This will change all that though. This will change the perspective on the whole tide thing. Singlemore, thank you, Singlemore, on Patreon. Knowing how it all ends now, will you ever rewatch the show? Because I can't. The ending fucked everything up so bad that watching the series again makes no sense now. Singlemore, for now, that's where I'm at. For now, I don't know if that'll change. I've thought about that. That's what I asked James probably that night. Would I ever go back and watch the series again? Maybe to look for clues. If they had this plan from the get-go, because he gave them the ending and all that, but I don't know exactly the timelines. But right now, I wouldn't. Just right now. I'm not saying I'll never. Just saying for now, until I get over this whole whatever weird thing.
Let me ask you this.
I don't think I could. I don't know. Maybe I could.
Who do you think? Who is the hottest chick right now for you, like celebrity?
Right now?
Yeah. Oh. I know you used to like Megan Fox.
Oh yeah.
Who do you?
Well, no, it used to be Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah. Okay. There's Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, I don't know now. I haven't seen her recently. But
if I told you the Jennifer Love Hewitt that's in your head,
yeah,
all right, because we've already established that Game of Thrones is the greatest TV show of all time, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. If I told you, you can have your way with her, but the ending is going to suck really bad.
Oh.
The ending's going to suck. Would you still do it?
Absolutely.
There you go. Watch the show.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend it. I'm saying I wouldn't right now. Just like in this moment. Like tonight, I won't go watch season 1.
Even
but maybe
if it's
next
gonna
week.
Be that happens to all guys ending. Would you still do it?
Well, is that I don't even know if there's a beginning there.
There's got to be a beginning.
Yeah, I mean, yes, absolutely.
She might tell people, but you still got to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I guess there's some kind of parallel there. I don't know. Anyway, I feel what you're saying though, Singlemore. I really do. I'm just right now. I'm just not in the mood. Because normally I would like if there was nothing else on and I was done editing or whatever, I would throw on an episode.
Yeah.
And right now I just wouldn't. Which is why I'm watching Prison Break stuff. Yep. Alcatraz and The Earth 2 on BBC, and then now The Oceans 2. K-Dubs, have you ever thought of doing a podcast that incorporates a new Patreon every time? We're going to.
Yes.
We're going to do this. We're waiting to get set up properly.
That's right.
That's the problem, K-Dubs. Patreon will become a part of this podcast. We want to have guests on different topics, and you guys all have your own lives and careers and expertise in things. We're definitely going to go that route. It doesn't matter the topic as long as the Patreon is familiar. Yes, exactly. We mentioned that before. Shows you, again, that K-Dubs doesn't listen to the podcast because we said that in the very first one. We definitely want to have guests on, and Patreons will be invited for sure. So yes, don't be surprised if you see me post, and I'm still trying to figure out the Patreon podcast thing. I don't know how we do that, but don't be surprised to see a post about like what you guys do, like what things you're interested in other than TV shows, to get topics.
That's right.
To see what topics who would fit topics.
Exactly.
So yes, I'm going to kind of redo Patreon a little bit. Obviously, since Game of Thrones is over, not a lot, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So don't be surprised to see those. Kate does this. We get him mad. Oh,
he's like, I know where y'all live.
No, we're gonna. There'll be I probably will redo K-Dubs. Probably redo one of the tiers. A little bit lower tier. So definitely gonna do that. I just saw, what was it?
Kate Gibb says BBC nature docs are the best there is.
Yes.
All right. I agree, but BBC porn has ruined that. When I first read that,
porn has ruined.
When I first read BBC. I was like,
I got you.
I thought it was a joke, and now I'm like, yeah, they are.
They are. That's right. Then we done went downhill. It's only 10:22. We ain't even started the live stream.
We're going uphill.
That's right. We ain't even started the live stream yet. This is early for us. Let's see. Lady Laura Dane Starfall. Lord of the Rings. Will you be covering that show? Yeah, more than likely. That's the plan. The plan for the big two coming, other than the prequel, Blood Moon, whatever they end up calling it, the working title, Lord of the Rings and The Witcher, which will be Netflix, right? Is that Netflix? Yes. Mm-hmm. So Amazon is Lord of the Rings.
I'm totally looking forward to that Lord of the Rings too.
Yeah. And I've always liked Lord of the Rings. Right. I read the books. I mean, I couldn't even remember them, but a long time ago, because my cousin and I had the original trilogy, and then the movies I've always enjoyed. But I'm not some big expert. I don't remember the battles and all the characters and all that stuff. But yeah, I do dig it, and I think it's based around Aragon, I believe. I'm not sure if it's the time frame, but anyway, I'll definitely be talking about that. And I think what I'll do is like a Witcher intro to Witcher stuff, like what you need to know about it, because I know a lot of people may not be familiar because it got popular in America because of the game, but it's a German book series, and it's really cool. It's a really cool story. It's got some elements in there from all kinds of stuff. So I think people would dig that. I may do like a video very soon, since we have the little it's just a quick little tease. Henry Cavill was playing Geralt, and so I think I'll do like everything you need to know to see if people are interested in The Witcher. So those two are the big ones coming up for fantasy.
And honestly, Lord of the Rings is a heavy hitter itself.
No doubt.
So
and
they
like
already
Dune,
know that
Dune
there's this
is another big one.
Game of Thrones backlash too. Boy, they're gonna come out swinging. It's gonna be
I'm
amazing.
sure. And think about this:
take their title back.
Brian Cogman is working on Lord of the Rings now.
Oh shit!
Brian Cogman left HBO, who was the co-writer of Game of Thrones and wrote all the really good stuff.
Love it
for the most part. And now he's working on the Lord of the Rings, so they stole him right up. Anyway, I'm sorry, Carl. Polish. Did I say? I said German. It is Polish. I'm sorry. That's right. But yeah, no, I've started the Witcher books myself, and so I just don't. I started in audiobooks, and I have the regular, not Kindle, but just ebooks as well. I just don't love that particular narrator, so it's hard for me to get to these damn audiobooks.
Right.
But I wanted
that does matter.
It does. It really does. I just don't. He's not the same as listening to the Ice and Fire books on audiobook. Let's see. Drug Ix Hosa. What am I saying that wrong? The Lord of the Rings show is The Lord of the Rings show is Amazon, right? And the Netflix is The Witcher. And I don't know when or where it's starting. It's not started yet. I don't know any actual dates. Let's see. Carrie Nevis, Amazon has spent a ridiculous amount of money and committed to 5 seasons regarding the Tolkien series, so I think it will rock. Yeah, I think Amazon will probably try to rival GOT.
They will, yep.
They have the money to. For sure. Hello, Musy. Ingenue, I see the new channel name. How are you?
What's going on?
Let's see. Oh, Mara Jade, Starwalker, 12/24. So Christmas Eve, is that when it's starting this year? Which one are we talking to? Are we talking Witcher? Or not Witcher? Lord of the Rings.
This is a good Christmas present.
Yeah, that's a weird start date. It's a weird. It's very odd. To everybody's out of town and traveling and shit. That's really odd.
But they may picture people, staying home on Christmas Day. Are they going to drop the whole season?
I don't know how Amazon will do it, actually.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
If they're smart, they won't do it.
Yeah, The Witcher, I guess, would have to be if everything's dropped. So I guess they'll do the whole thing. Season 1 has finished filming season 1.
Saying it's The Witcher.
Okay, The Witcher's 12/24.
That's odd.
Well, I guess it's Netflix though.
There you go.
So everybody can sit home and
watch the whole
binge
season.
the whole damn thing.
That's because they know they're home from work.
Excuse me. Yep, that makes sense. Makes sense for that. But yeah, I think Amazon will do one at a time.
People keep mentioning that Watchmen movie.
Yeah, I don't remember getting into the Watchmen. I don't even remember anything about it. I vaguely know, like I can picture the dudes with the mask on and shit, but I don't really know anything about the Watchmen. Yeah. I don't think. Maybe I do. I don't know.
Music, I moved, but I still come over here.
Yeah. He just moved across.
Yeah,
across
I'm in
town.
the same town.
He didn't move far. Let's see. Wait, you can't ship us. What do you mean ship us? What?
Oh,
no.
That new term. I thought it meant ship stuff to us. Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
No, they're saying ship us.
No.
We tried one. We don't. No.
God, here we go. Where's Mazuma? Oh Lord.
What's your favorite Blizzard? I like Reese Cup.
Rich, hell no. Peanut butter and ice cream? No. Rich Shatwell, Lucifer, and got a season 5, even though it's going to be the final season. Yes, I just saw that yesterday, Rich. Very cool. I do love Lucifer. It's more of a, like I said, lighthearted. You don't have to think too much. It's just kind of an enjoyable show. But I love the angelic stuff. I've always loved stories and movies with angels and like all that that good stuff. So it is the final season, though. I don't know why they're cutting it off so quick. I thought they would keep going for a while, but apparently that was it, two seasons.
I'm glad you brought that up and reminded me, because I've been dying to tell you this behind the scenes. I heard on a podcast the other day, people are really digging this that new show. It might be Netflix or Amazon Prime or something, but it's about an angel and a demon or something. They have to work together.
Wait a minute. Yes,
I know. Stop Armageddon.
I know what you're talking
or something
about.
Like
yes,
that. But I'm hearing a lot of good things about that.
Yes.
It looks like it's going to be like a dark comedy almost.
It looks like. I saw the preview.
So that's why I haven't clicked on it, but
I can't remember the name.
Good things about it.
Good Omens. There you go.
Yeah.
Good Omens. People were talking about this last night, and I didn't connect the name with the preview that I'd already seen. But yes.
But I thought about you might really like that.
Yeah, that might be something. That would be cool. I just always enjoyed that type of like the prophecy movies. Legion was not good. Legion movie was not good. But I wanted to watch it because I knew it was about angelic angels, demons, and all that stuff. So I've always loved that shit. And I used to study some of that stuff, like the actual Catholic angelic names and what they meant and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool.
And all that crap.
Yeah, really. So I've always dug that kind of stuff in mythology. Really cool.
Don't you use some of that kind of stuff in your names for your characters and stuff? You pull from that's what I was thinking.
Absolutely. I can't talk about it
too
much.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
No. I do. I said that last night. I actually said the same thing. I said it on the Twitch stream. I pulled some of those style names.
That's what I was thinking.
To the not for main. I can't say them anymore. Let's just say there's some similar names, but they have meaning. They have meaning behind them. But yeah, so I've always just dug that kind of shit. So Good Omens is already out and done. Is that what we're seeing? Everybody seems to love it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I hear a lot of.
Yeah, I'll need to check. I'll have to check it out. I did see the preview. I didn't know. Was that on Netflix? What's it on?
I feel like it's on Netflix
because everybody seemed to have seen it already. I thought it was not even out yet. I don't know.
And so, yeah, Carol's saying David Tennant from Doctor Who is the devil.
Oh, okay. So there is like a devil and a god.
Yeah.
And you got these. Okay.
They're like trying to prevent the end of the world or something, or Armageddon or whatever you call it.
And see, that's what I like about. Amazon Prime. Okay, thank you. That's what I like about like Lucifer, right? It throws shit. It destroys the narrative that the devil is some evil demon.
Yeah.
He's just the first angel, and his job is to punish sin, and that's what I like, changing up the mythology and making it, that's what's cool about it. And it's just kind of lighthearted. But he is cool and a powerful character. And a DC Vertigo character. He's actually worked with Superman before. Just saying.
Well, shit.
So if you like, comic-y stuff, that's in that realm a little bit. Yes, Paradise Lost, JB Boss. I have read Paradise Lost. Been many decades, but I have. I used to love all that good stuff, man. I need to go back to some of those classics. Okay, so Lauren's saying the good omens. British guys, an angel and a demon decide they like Earth and don't want the apocalypse to happen. Hilarity ensues. There you go.
Yeah.
So the
apocalypse. I was saying Armageddon. Yes, they're trying to stop the
that sounds
yeah.
fun. That sounds fun. But yeah, I definitely got the comedy vibe from the preview. Thank you, GoKen, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Let's see. Carla M, thank you for the super chat. Chris, please start narrating the Got books. I would love to hear in your voice. Oh, okay. No. The problem with that, Carla, is I can't read the entire book or chapter in a video for copyright reasons. You can narrate it, but you can't use it. You know what I mean? So you can't just read a chapter, because I'd thought about that too, like just going through, reading the chapter or whatever and pointing out things. Now, if I don't know if that would count if I like read a paragraph and then stopped and said, all right, here's what I think about it, whatever. Maybe, because that's transformational.
Purposes.
It's educational, transformational, and you're using it under fair use. But the entire chapter, I don't know. Yeah, there's no real hard written rules about it. So you're doing both.
Do it in your drive-through voice.
And that's what I can do.
I was thinking you could.
So it starts off. Here's how it starts off. We must back.
I hate that. It sounds so good.
Oh, we must turn back. Let's see. Thank you, Carla M, again for the super chat. Chris covered Dan Brown. I love Angel and Demon. Yes, love Dan Brown novels. I love that old shit. I love Leonardo da Vinci stuff. Anything back in those days, and Angels and Demons, I love. I have those books actually. Mm-hmm. Love old Dan Brown stuff as well. That's what got re-interested in Da Vinci, was watching that movie that came out after the books, the Da Vinci Code. But I had studied him a lot in high school and college because I was in art and graphic design and all that stuff, and that was a big thing. So love Da Vinci stuff and any kind of like old school mystery stuff like that. Really cool. RX Dude, thank you for the super chat. Check out American Gods, really good so far. I like American Gods. I've seen 3 of them.
You did like that, I remember.
But I have not read the book, but I know it's based off books. I really love the idea of it. I was saying this on Twitch because it came up last night too. It was I love the idea of it, and I watched the first. I got maybe 2 or 3 or whatever. I just didn't dig, I like how it's shot. So it's just kind of confusing what I'm going to say, because it's shot like 300. When you watch 300, you're not seeing the actual version, you're seeing the tale. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's so unbelievable in the combat, and that's the way they shoot American Gods. But then I just didn't like when they started to get into the new gods and seeing the technology, dude. It just got really weird, the way it was done. But at first, I really liked it, like when Odin arrives in America, and you've seen that tale. So I may have to revisit American Gods. I love the idea. I love the idea.
You got busy or something.
Yeah, it wasn't just that. It was all kinds of. It's always Game of Thrones. Everything had to go back to Game of Thrones. But yeah, I definitely started.
I remember
watching
you like that.
But I love the idea of American Gods. All right, let's see. Let's take a stretch and make me a new drink.
Just thinking that.
And my back is killing me. And out of Sundrop. I need to drink that clear shit. I need to drink more of that every day. Let's see. Let me double check
I
this
would
here.
like to have a blizzard.
A peanut butter blizzard.
No, peanut butter cup. Reese's peanut butter cup blizzard. Be great.
Oh God, Doc, I see your comment. I'll read that when I get back. So we got a couple more Patreon questions too. So we'll grab that, Doc. We'll let everybody laugh at that one. All right, so let me switch this over to this thing. Where is my thingy there? Where's Jesus? Okay. Yeah, give us a couple minutes.
We will be
Right back.
right back.
Oh, I just blew out their eardrums. Oh, my back's fucked up.
Don't hit me, but for some reason, when you did that, it reminded me of Tarzan.
Oh gosh. Oh, wait a minute.
It's the face you made.
Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, oh.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right, we're back. We're back. We are back. There we go. I knew it. Oh, I was sitting there thinking of what to do with the camera off. Okay, I had to use different music, actually. The reason there's different music tonight is because out of the blue, after 2.5 years of live streaming, they somebody faked a copyright on my last live stream, which was episode 6.
Yes.
Where that music from Ramesses B, with his own mix, was copyright. So that's in dispute right now. So even the last live stream didn't make any money. But we raise money for charity. That's the important part. But it's just crazy how YouTube works. There's Jake from State Farm. Who is that? Jake? Am I dead to you because the music is going to make me kill myself? I just explained it. I had to use different music. This was what I usually used. Well, no, I used this year in Game of Thrones videos. So it's based off Game of Thrones, but it's copyright free. So anyway, I had to use something. But sorry, Sarah's asking too. What is this? Exactly. I thought it fit. I was waiting for some meows before I did it. I expected to hear it. Jam Chris is a cat. Natalie, oh my God, meow woke me up. Welcome back, Natalie. Thanks.
Good morning.
We're so entertaining that she falls asleep midstream. We even did this earlier for you, Natalie. It was all for you.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow. Oh, let's see. The music fits the mood, the Night's Dude says. Yeah, kind of for the... See, Steph Snow likes it. I like it. It's calming. I do too. I like the music, actually.
Did you tell him what it was named?
Yeah, The Wolf and the Dragon. I meant to put it. I always try to credit everybody, and I usually have the music in the live stream thingy, but this is Morgan Nicole, The Wolf and the Dragon, based off Game of Thrones, but it's her own composition. So I will put that link in the... I have them in every other video, not the live streams, though, because I used to use the different music. The Fearless Mermaid, thank you for the super chat. My cat answered meow.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry.
Riddick answers when dogs are on TV.
Yes, he does. Lord Kev, do women fall asleep when you often, Chris? All the time, Lord Kev. All the time. What you mean? I put him to sleep, cuz.
Man.
That's right. Let's see. All right, here we go. Doc Holliday. Now that James has his own place, are you taking applications for a new roommate? Hashtag dust off the top bunk. I don't know. I may be. That depends, Doc. We have to include pictures in the application process, though. So we may.
I had to go through the same vetting process.
Jesus, I knew it was coming. Sean AU, thank you, Sean, on Patreon. I have a dilemma. I originally wanted to collect the GOT Blu-ray box set when it's all over. That's why I didn't buy the separate boxes. Same here, Sean, by the way. I've got two seasons, but I won those playing trivia. So I never bought them because I was going to do the same thing. Just like Lord of the Rings Blu-ray Extended Edition box set I already have. Now, the way the show ended made me rethink about putting down $250 for the box, seasons 1 through 8. Maybe go back to just buy the season 1 through 6 separate boxes and just leave it there as if 7 and 8 didn't exist. It's really hard for me to go back the first 6 seasons while knowing so many plot points are utterly pointless. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I do. And that's what I was saying, like, earlier when somebody asked me would I watch it. Right now, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't for now. I'm not saying I never will again, but for now, it's just like, you know that shit's not going to be answered, some of those things.
A Song of Ice and Liars.
Exactly. So yeah, I get it. I mean, I get it. I don't know. So I probably will, though. I probably will. Lord Kev, I definitely do a limited run series with Jennifer Love Hewitt, even if it ended sloppily. Think about it this way: it's still GOT, which feels so good. Yeah, there's no turning that down. K Dubs, Carla meant she wanted to. Oh shit! Here we go. K Dubs on Patreon. Carla meant she wanted to hear you narrate Catelyn's chapters. James would do the male characters. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm sure you got a good cattling voice.
I'm sure I do somewhere. I don't know what that is yet. Probably very similar to the cat voice. The meow. Cat, get it. I didn't plan that. Yes, that would what it sounds like.
Ned! I hate you, John! Keep that bastard away from me!
Sean A.U. Q&A, where did Drogon take Dany's body to? Does Drogon know how to get to Dany to a proper burial, or any magical plans Drogon had in mind, like resurrections? I mean, it's left open to interpretation. We'll never know, but they said east towards Volantis, and we know what's over there. Kinvara and the magical priesthood of the Red God R'hllor, so that was the implication. But I was thinking Valyria is also over there too, old Valyria. That's what I was thinking. So we'll never know, but I think that was left there to make people question exactly that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They made it a point to say, where is Drogon, Bran? Maybe I can find him. Yeah, no shit. But like, why? Why are they worried about it? Are they just worried about a dragon showing up and burning it again? Maybe, probably. But it imply there could be a resurrection.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe he'll just go to old Valyria and burn her properly. I mean, that's what Targaryens did. You know what I mean?
I do. But
I know it sounded horrible.
Horrible.
Burn her properly.
Damn.
Shit. Anyway, yeah.
Send him to the wall, Ned.
That's it. That's pretty close. That's pretty close to what I have in mind. Let's see. Cassandra White, am I blocked or something? Even when I ask someone, I don't get a reply. Cassandra, I don't think so. I don't.
It has happened before.
It has happened before by accident, James.
I know it was me, and I'm sorry.
Cassandra, I don't. Let me see. Type something in the regular chat. If we can see it, you're not blocked. I can check though. If I get to this page. I think it's settings. Cassandra, type something there and see if I see it while I look. I don't see anything yet. Let's see. All right, let me get to this thingy. Community. Hold on one second, Cassandra. This one.
There,
all right,
there it is. Let's see.
Oh no, that's the moderators. Don't see her.
Granny Smith.
No, I don't see you in the blocked band list. So no, I don't think so. Nope. I don't see you there by accident, so I don't see her chatting either. I don't know. Type something, Cassandra. Hopefully we'll see it. If not, let me know or send me an email and we'll try to figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah, JB says maybe they don't have the live chat on. They just have the top chat selected. Maybe, I don't know. If that would affect what they see or she sees or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I got it on. There she. Okay, I see it. I see it, Cassandra. I see you now. So no, you're good. You're good.
So okay, that's what JB meant.
Yep. But yeah, so while I got this up, I was just looking to see if I recognized anybody. I think I've already looked through this. I know that's good up till. Yeah, I think it's good.
Cool.
All right. So no, we're good. We're good, Cassandra. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see. Katie Hodgins, I'm on season 2 of Vikings and really like it. The child issue with Dany, they could have added one scene with her realizing she was pregnant. It would have been had more of an impact on the audience. Yeah, I mean, I thought they could have used that to pull her back, to reel her back in. Mm-hmm. She starts to lose a little bit, and she's like, wait a minute, I got something to live for, type thing. But no, they just cut it out, I guess. Cassandra, Chris is be resolved. I don't think that was your question. Joy Props. Hey, Joy, happy graduation to Camden next week. Thank you. Yeah, Saturday is the big day. She don't care. She don't care anything about it. She don't even want to go.
Really?
But I understand. But I don't think we cared about it. I didn't care about it.
Oh, I did. I was the first on either side of my family to ever graduate.
She just couldn't care less about anything. I don't know. But yeah, it's next Saturday and she's done. She just has 2 days this week of exams. She's done. That's it. But thank you. Let's see. RX dude, having Cersei and Danny both pregnant may have been an issue. I don't know. I guess it was to parallel each other, but then they just kind of forgot about it. Both. Cersei at least acknowledged it and tried to lie to Euron about it. They never let you know that Danny was though. So I don't know. I think they just literally cut it out, like mentioning it. I thought for sure, regardless of if she went Mad Queen, that she would find out she was pregnant. Right. It would complicate everything. Yep. And then that maybe gives her a reason. Either it makes it worse or it makes it better, in one way or another.
Right. Women. Please, that was a joke.
Yeah. CSI 2019, Cersei's whole pregnancy plot this season was so pointless. Yeah, it was basically, I thought that was what they were going to use for the Jaime part. Like, I understand Jaime going back trying to save the child's life, but he didn't mention, they mentioned the child when they were dying, basically, but he actually just went back to be with her again.
Yeah.
After staying with Brienne 3 weeks in Winterfell.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. I know. It's just us. Always has been.
It ended up being pointless, essentially. I guess it made you feel for a little bit more in the end, I guess. I'm not sure. Let's see. Sassy Targaryen, all plot points are pointless this season. Pretty much they just forgot about things here and there, and there's just too many holes. Let's see. Mama Joe, there's a fanfic with Danny and Jon getting married and ruling together with lots of dire pups and dragon babies. That's Disney. Yeah, and let me say this. I'm glad you said that, Mama Joe. It's not about, and I think for most people that disagreed with how it ended, it's not about it being a perfectly happy ending. It's just about the way it went, the way they did it. Yeah. So suddenly, I just didn't see any sweet out of it at all. Really none. You could say just surviving was sweet, but the Night King died with one stab wound. That was it. There was no. There was just it was all bitter to me, honestly. Who cares? I'm not. People whining about Jaime. Cersei has the best Il Nana in the land. Apparently so.
Yeah, I would have tried it.
Would you after Brienne?
I just like when she touched her teeth together when she talked.
Yeah, she always had that.
It was hot.
Yeah, she's sweet. Yeah, exactly. Carrie, no sweet, no logic. Let's see. Mama Joe, that comment was in response to a specific comment that said the ending was Disney. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, so but it just made me think about it. People think that. I think I've seen a lot of complaints about people complaining that was, what'd you expect? You hadn't been paying attention. No, we knew it was going to be a, bittersweet ending, whatever, and there was going to be some bad things, but damn, not all of it.
Yeah.
It's just, and it's the way they worked up to it, which was the point. They didn't actually work up to anything. It was just like, it was instant, everything.
It's weird, if you had problems with it, you didn't get mad at the people who liked it. Like the people who liked it got mad at the people who
I know
had problems with
it. It's really odd. It's really odd. That's what we were talking about in the podcast. Like I'm not picking a side. You asked, like, do I have to pick a side? No, I'm not. It's both. I agree on both sides. I agree. Yes, that's my answer. It was not done right, but it's the best show in the world. It doesn't make me. I'm criticizing because I love it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. You have to pick a side. I just refuse.
Makes me rethink this tattoo I got on my back.
I know. I was seriously. We were talking about tattoos and starting sleeves and shit, and I was like, yeah, I got to get some kind of ice and fire tattoo. But now I don't know. I don't know. Paige Roberts, they better explain better in the prequels. Well, Paige, we can maybe get some Night King answers, hopefully, in the prequels. That should be at the end of the prequel, though, I'd imagine. So I don't know exactly when they're going to start, but hopefully we'll at least there. But the rest of it, we'll never know. Unless they decide in 5 or 10 years to do a sequel, which I don't know how that would go. They said they'd never do one, but you can't never say never. What?
Who cares? Who cares? Comment.
What? I see now. God. Did I see Mazuma in here earlier? I saw Mazuma somewhere. I ain't seen him chat since, though. When we were on break. What's up, Mazuma, if you're in the chat still? Mazuma was up in Canton. This motherfucker travels everywhere. He's seen everybody but us. Which I can't blame him. He don't want to come here.
That's right.
He don't want to come to this shit. Oh.
You need to, Mazuma.
Let's see.
Get cultured.
All right, let me check this. I think we're caught up here. There's Mazuma. Speaking of Mazuma, he did leave a comment here on Patreon. Hey, since Chris got his prediction correct, I owe one person.
In the regular comment, he said, "I'll be at Protocon, jerks."
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That makes sense. No, I'm fucking with him. No, you won't, Mazuma. You're banned. Mazuma, since Chris got his prediction correct, I owe one person a pass to Protocon. We shouldn't take a list of people who want to be in... We should.
Yeah.
Okay, take a list of people who want to be in the giveaway. A winner will be selected at random. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, that's right. Peaches was... your Lannister thing, and mine was the Night King thing, right? Was the Night King or the Iron Throne? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently I got it right. So, yeah, we'll do that. Let's see. How should we do that, though? So, Mazuma's just offering to pay for a Protocon ticket for someone. Yeah. Obviously, it doesn't include room and board and all that stuff, but it's the ticket.
Be the 99th caller.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll have to maybe Mazuma in another stream or something. We'll set it up to where people can enter with the app, and we can select one that way. That, you know how I usually do the giveaways.
That's right.
So I can set that up for another stream or something, Mazuma. And actually, I can. It don't have to be on the stream. I can set it up and announce it in a video or a stream, and then that way it can be randomly selected. So maybe I'll do it that way.
But yeah, randomly selected of the people who
yes, that way
would like to.
People who want to try to get it and show up, that only those people have to enter. So yeah, we'll do that, Mazuma. Let's see. Okay, so Corey's talking about basically Bronn being the master of coin, which is insane. Yeah, that was insane, man. He didn't even know what interest was 2 years ago. And now he's the master of coin, the richest dude in the realm.
Right. That did not make sense.
It was just favorite characters after he had just literally punched him in the face and tried to threaten to kill him. Excuse me. Sidney Taylor, poor Jon got used by everyone this season. Sansa, Bran, and Tyrion, and they get to live their dream while Jon goes back to the wall, but I think he's glad to be away from everything. Yeah, that's the only sweet about it is he went to the Night's Watch. So there was no point in Night's Watch, so he just left anyway, and Sansa is in the charge of the North, so it don't matter. And it looks like he was happy just to get away from politics in the realm, but it was I don't know. He looked back at the gate closing, so there was still people in Castle Black for some reason.
I know. I could not figure that out.
There was literally nobody
inhabiting.
Sure, sure,
but not
wildlings
with the purpose.
Yeah, you would think the wildlings would just hold up there. If they like it up north, that way they have castles, they can still go beyond the wall and hunt.
Be perfect.
Whatever. So maybe it was wildlings that decided to hang out there or something. But apparently there was some Night's Watch guys that actually took Jon back. Like, where did they come from?
I would turn it into like a theme park, let people ride up the wall and be selling shit out there.
Yeah, I mean, Sansa can do that now. She's queen of the North. That's her land, essentially.
I pissed off the edge of the earth.
That's true. That's true. That's a good idea. T-shirts. Let's see. Just KP. Hey, SmokeScreen, what's the next show you'll be covering and breaking down? That's what we were talking about earlier on. I don't really know yet. We're definitely going to look into The Witcher. I'm going to start doing some reactions just to see what I enjoy. I think I'll start with the Vikings this week.
Yep.
But as far as shows, for sure to at least cover The Witcher and Lord of the Rings, definitely we'll check those out. So, but I'm going to start this week doing some reactions to other shows that you guys have all told me to watch that I hadn't had time to over 3 years of Game of Thrones, and we'll start from there. So I don't know exactly, but there's lots of options.
Yeah, Doc, funnel cakes at the wall. That's right.
There you go. Ungaliet saying something on Patreon. Let me check here. I guess you're saying there's a comment I missed or something, maybe, or I don't know if you're replying to somebody else. If it'll refresh ever. There it is. Ungaliet on Patreon. Thank you. Ungaliet, it's not that the end of the show was so bad, so much that the show ended badly. Yes, that's exactly. As the end, it just seemed too anticlimactic, as if nothing that came before the season 6 didn't matter, except some odd one-off lines from Arya. I believe I said that's it at the end of every episode in season 8. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. It was just a lack of some of those. I mean, I didn't expect everything to be explained to me. You know what I mean? And like wrapped up with a nice, neat bow. And here's every explanation to every prophecy and every little thing. But there was some major things that were never answered, and they just forgot about children and kids and pregnancies, and it was just a heel turn so quick. So I agree. It's not how it ended. It's just, ended badly as opposed to bad ending. So yeah, I agree. I think that's the way most people feel. It's not just about, because there was so much. I saw so many comments about, you're just mad because your theories. No, not at all. Got a lot of those right. Never about theories. That was all for fun. That was never. If I got them right, cool. If I didn't, cool. It was never about it should have ended the way I think it should have ended. It's not my story. His story.
Ooh.
What?
You said history.
Oh yeah, that reminded me of KRS-One. I started thinking about that. What? That's a sign of the police. Let's see. Lydia, yep, and they should have thanked him. Damn it, he would never want to be king and would be miserable doing it. Yeah, that was the other thing. It just bothered me. Like, he kills Dany, and they're going to kill Tyrion or something, but they didn't kill Jon. He's just thrown in a cell, and how did Grey Worm just hold the city? And then he didn't get a say in the council when he's Aegon. So it really, the only thing they really used it for was to tear them apart, which is fine. I mean, it's fine, but and that's part of the big twist. We all thought it was going to be some big deal about him being king, but he never even got a chance to speak. And then after Varys and Tyrion had this conversation about him, he'd be a great ruler because he doesn't want it and all this stuff. And even Dany saying it doesn't matter what you want, people will get behind you. He never even got a say. And then Tyrion's like, who's got a better story than Bran? What do you mean?
Right.
Everybody out there, almost. I mean, Bran had a cool story, but it's just crazy. Bran never came to mind as a winner to the Game of Thrones. There should have never been a winner.
Let's be honest. He got pushed out of the window and got injured. That was nothing he did. Right. He got carried around and drug around everywhere. He didn't even walk. I mean, he couldn't. I know that. I know he couldn't. But I'm just saying. No. If you start thinking about, all the things that Bran did, and then, he got this power.
Right.
Jon earned every fucking thing.
Exactly.
And tried and strained,
So it really was just a story about a bastard who grew up to do all this stuff, and he never knew he was the secret king. It's really what it was about. Instead of, it was about,
had no impact on anything.
Yeah, exactly. It really, I mean, he got people together, I guess, So he was Azor Ahai in that sense. But anyway, I completely get Count Rippula. Everyone's so butthurt. Well, we are. A lot of people are.
Yeah.
Because it was just the way it was rushed. It was the way it was done. I totally get the ice and fire thing. I totally get Dany and the tragic hero story, but the way they did it was just crazy. And then
all I was just venting about was that one comment you made about Tyrion saying who has a better story.
Yeah,
I
right.
was just saying, let's be honest here.
JB Boss, my butt is in pain forever from that shit. Paige Roberts had zero emotion when Jon killed Dany. It was so rushed. I did feel sad when Drogon nudged at her, but that was about it.
Me too. The Drogon nudge hurt worse than the actual killing.
Yeah, I wish she would have got a chance to say something, like, or I just wanted, even if she had to die, her to realize, like, use the kid or something or whatever it is, but use something where she realizes at the last minute that she's become the thing she hates. But she just never got a chance to say a word. It was just like, that's it. A little bit of blood, that's it. Chocolate Queen, I think Arya has the best story. Yeah, I mean, arguably anybody but Bran,
yeah.
For sure. I mean,
It's a good story.
Again, I never expected Jon to actually be king. I expected Sansa in some way, actually, for a long time ago, if you've watched all the prediction videos with Val, to be voted in, not to claim the North for herself and all that stuff. Yeah. After betraying them and never even bringing it up.
And anybody that says they did not expect it is lying.
Right.
I mean, you're literally lying just to cause an argument. Nobody expected that nobody in that council would speak up for Jon.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
We all expected somebody to stand up and go,
yeah, Aegon's
rightful
sitting
heir.
right in there. He's right in the building there after the conversations about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what was crazy. And sure, a couple weeks had passed, but so what? I mean, he had a little bit of beard growth. Big deal. But yeah, you got to for his name not even be brought up.
Just brought up.
That's all we're saying.
That's all I'm saying, dude. Nobody said a word about it.
Exactly. Really odd. Really odd. But yeah, I mean, it was cool to see him go up and smile with Tormund and Ghost and do whatever. I get that, but he didn't get to choose that. They made this ridiculous agreement with Grey Worm, who then left. You don't, and Bran, you're the king. You can pardon anybody you want to. At least offer it.
Yeah.
And Jon may say, no, I'm
and
going.
Sansa
I'm out.
is the queen
in the north.
In the north. So he's got.
So he can do what he wants,
right.
But at least offer it, you know what I mean? And have him make the choice, at least, where he actually turns down power for once and just says, you know what, I'm done with all this fighting. I've been fighting ever since I was born.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Exactly. Lydia Quinn, isn't he Ice and Fire, and his lineage was the biggest reveal? Yeah, but it was just used to tear them apart as opposed to, saving the world or, being that leader who changes things or whatever it was. So, the Knight's douche, it could have made up so much. It could have made so much up to me if when Bran said you were where you needed to be, he added, that's why I brought you back. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you never got, I guess it was Melisandre, but I'd always asked, was it really? We don't really know. I mean, she said some words and threw some hair and some fire, and then, but I even said back then when that happened, it was like, was that her or Davos, or was it just like going to happen anyway, or was it Bran and Bloodraven somehow? So I don't know. It really didn't make a lot of sense. I mean, in the sense of him dying and coming back, and unless it was just to bring people together for the big fight, I guess. But but then that gets into the whole God thing. Are there gods? Was there some big plan from a R'hllor, Lord of Light, and all that kind of stuff? So, let's see. Who cares? Brandon Grey Worm actually cousins.
Yeah, I think it's been revealed that Who Cares is Mike Bushnell.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Did somebody call him out? Just
think.
Figured out by the style,
That's
huh?
what I think. It's the style.
It's the style. You can't hide Mike Bushnell. Sydney Taylor, I expected nobody to be king/queen. I assumed there would be a democracy to rule over whatever was left of Westeros because I thought the Night King would have wiped out half the population, but that's before Season 8 came out. Yeah, I mean, we were following the whole same thing. I'd always said that the throne would be melted down, that Jon or Dany would be the one to get there and actually break the wheel, and Dany realizes, you know what, I'm becoming this power-hungry whatever, and I need to break the wheel, and that includes House Targaryen, and so there will be a vote type of thing. We did see that happen, and I didn't expect an overnight democracy. It would be like kind of like they did in the show. They kind of laughed when Sam proposed democracy, but at least they got it's some kind of step. But the problem with it is the way they did it is the next king, when Bran gets old and dies, or they vote on somebody before he dies, I'm assuming, can just change the rules.
That's all.
Or Bran can change the rules.
That's how being a king works.
Exactly. You're still a king.
Yeah.
You can literally say, no, there's no more council. My son will be the king.
That's right.
And there will never be a change.
And nobody can challenge it or anything.
Exactly. So I'm not sure exactly.
Without war.
Right, exactly. Without more of the same.
Yep.
Exactly. K-Dubs, Mazuma, can you cook? Yeah, Mazuma, can you cook? I don't know what where's Natalie going? It's only 11:20. We're going to get out of here shortly, too, in just about probably 15 minutes or so. So we'll get out of here. But good night, Natalie, if you're heading to bed. We did this for you, Natalie. We started early for you.
Natalie.
Turbo Justice, I wish the Night King would have just killed everyone. I'd have been fine with that.
That was one of the options.
It was definitely one of the options.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even with the whole ice and fire thing, with Dany being the fire threat, right, and Night King ice threat, which is the Song of Ice and Fire, you still have a dragon and a Targaryen alone in the world being a terrible thing, so you really didn't end that side of the thing.
Right.
You know, I don't know. So, Corey Risen, did I hear about Elden Ring? I've heard something about this. I don't know what this is. I've heard the name.
I have not.
It's familiar to me, but I don't know if I know what it is.
Let's see if I can find out.
All right. Do you want to do a stretcher and then come back and do 15 more or so? Or
I'm getting pretty close to wrapping it up. Wanting to wrap it up. See what these people think. Y'all cool with that? Stretcher and 15? That sounds
Elden
good to me.
Ring is the game. Oh yes, that's right. Okay. Yes. So yeah.
Oh no, I have not heard a thing.
Yeah, I heard about this before, but I think they released this before E3, right? So it's going to be a completely open world game that he is working. It's not Game of Thrones. It's not Ice and Fire, but it is a medieval world.
Well, good. That's what I was going. As long as it's that.
Exactly. So yes, I will be definitely streaming that one. There's no doubt about it. So, by the way, I meant to say that too. Last night I was on Twitch again. Yesterday was the return. Regardless of what I do on YouTube regarding shows and reactions and future shows and all that, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch a lot more, just hanging out at nights. So feel free to follow over there. It's all free, and I play games generally, or we've been doing the Twitch Tuesdays talking about God, but now that that's over,
we just talk about anything.
We can talk about anything, or we can still. It don't matter if I'm playing a game or not. We can still talk about anything.
Exactly.
It's just casual hanging out like these, except there's a game going on. So stuff like that, I will definitely be streaming when it comes out. But right now, it's primarily just hanging out, and then last night was Dead by Daylight again, which I hadn't played in a while. So yeah, those are fun. Doc Holliday breaking a short story. He's asking you.
Smoking a pancake?
So, all right. So, good night, Mama Joe.
I got a funny story.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I want to unleash it on everybody, but yeah, I'll think about that.
So is that
the most embarrassing moment? Is that too far?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. You might want to save that.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Okay, so whatever you want to do, but what's what we'll do if you're down with that? I mean, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
So let's take a stretcher and we'll come back and do another 10 or 15, and we'll get out of here because we got the last week of school going on, and I know you got to get up and do all that shit. So, All right, let's see. Let me flip this over to this. Give us a couple minutes, and we will be
Right back. Meow, meow, meow.
Okay.
That's disturbing.
Okay. We're back. Sorry. Oh shit.
That's
sorry.
so good.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc Holiday. By the way, thanks. I don't have the list up right now, but I saw a couple of new channel members. Thank you, guys. If you're wondering how Doc Holiday has a different colored name and a little icon beside his name and those emojis with my ugly face and the sun drop cans, that's channel memberships. They are there. I really appreciate it, guys. That helps out a lot. It's kind of like Twitch.
Meow, meow, meow.
It sounds like a cat soap opera or something.
Sorry, John Fredericks, what's in that sun drop? Just a lot of caffeine, John. Just a shit ton of, and carbs. Noticeable carbs is what I'm saying. Damn, I got rained on. It looks like I wet myself. On my, looks like I leaked on my lactate. I leaked a little bit. Yeah, all those emojis Lord Kev has there, and Doc Holiday. I think I have 2 more emojis I need to do. So there's other emojis we can unlock depending on how many people are channel members. It's very similar to a Twitch subscription, $4.99 a month, but it supports the channel, splits it with Google, and you unlock those things.
You can milk anything with nipples.
That's right. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. All right. Let me check a couple more. Let's see. Eric Newcomer, thank you for the super chats. Would you both rank the season's best to least fave? Ooh. I think we've done this before, kind of, sort of. First 4 are all really good. I think probably I think I said 2, 1, 3, 4 or something like that. I may have switched one around. I can't remember. I didn't mind season 5 and 6 as much as other people started to dislike it then.
Yeah, no, I didn't either.
Because, I fully expected what happened with, they don't have the books, but they had something. So, visually, it got better and better, visually. But story-wise, probably 1 through 4, pick an order, and then 5. I would maybe 5 or maybe 5, 7, 6, 8, something like that. I think that's what I'd said before. I don't know exactly, but something like that. It definitely got worse as far as because look, for the longest time I defended what it was. It is. I still do to a degree. It is different from a book, but so it's going to be different. And of course, they can't do the plot lines and all the extra shit without 15, 20 seasons.
Yeah.
So but it definitely got worse in the sense of the holes, and it's starting to be really unbelievable in some aspects. I didn't mind the fast travels and stuff like that, but
I think I'd go 1, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Damn, really? No.
Yeah, I'm with you as far as the early ones. Pick one. But one for me, for what it was, for the introduction of everybody and everything.
I could go either way in the first 4. And 5, I didn't mind. I think a lot of people started really seeing 5 is like, all right, they're beyond the books. It's getting bad. And I didn't complain too much about 5. Mm-hmm. I didn't, I pointed out the things that were obvious and stuff in reviews, but then 6 was my first full season anyway.
Right.
So it was just less stuff back then. But as we got into 6 and 7 and now 8, obviously, it was definitely worse. So it's almost in the order of the seasons, really. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people feel the same way. Who cares? Season 1 bored me. Bullshit. There's no way because you kept watching it.
You couldn't wait to get to Ramsey.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here.
Parts 1 through 5.
Dragon Raised by Wolves. Yeah, I don't know. Did we get anything right in that for the show? We'll still see definitely a big Allofaces thing in the books. There's no doubt, but may not be the end. But there'll be something there.
Alan Reed showed up.
Yeah, we'll see him show up too in the books. That's been said actually by Germ himself, so we'll see. Who dat, Vincent? Who dat? I know, another damn Saints fan. Sydney Taylor's. Here's Sydney's 1342-6578. Yeah, I can see it. I think most people's are very similar. The first four in some order, but always the first four, and then it kind of goes. Some people go straight from 5 to 8, though. I don't know. It's all a matter of opinion. Good night, K-Dubs. Have a good one, man.
Good night.
We're getting out of here in just a second, too. Let's see. Let me triple check everything here. Double check Patreon again. Meow, meow, meow. Let's see. Mizuma. Thank you, Mizuma. To compile the list for the giveaway, maybe you could have the people interested in comment on the YouTube video ProtoConMe, #ProtoConMe, before June 22nd. Then we can do the random selection on the live stream after the 22nd and 23rd. Yeah, we could do that, but then the problem is if we do it at this video, when we say it, it's going to be at the end of this 2-hour and something video, right? So what we'll do is the next video I do, I'll mention it in the beginning, and then I'll put together one of those Gleam things.
Yeah.
And that way they can go enter anybody that wants to have a chance to come. Then we'll do it that way. And then the next stream or video or whatever, we can randomly pick one. It'd be a lot easier to control, as opposed to going through
nobody
pages
could
and
say
pages.
You missed me.
Exactly.
They entered themselves.
Exactly. So we'll do it that way, Mizuma. We'll do that. So the next video, I'll mention it in the beginning so people can see, and there'll be a link.
That's cool that you're doing that, buddy. It really is.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. That's really cool. He's just trying to get somebody to bunk with him. That's all he's doing. That's all it's for. All right, so let's grab one or two more. We'll get out of here. Let's see. Let's see. No, we'll Keanu, I believe. We'll keep doing live streams on, not just we just won't do Game of Thrones live streams. We got to let it go. This is probably the last. This is the wrap up.
And there'll be questions, and we'll answer those. As
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And maybe things will change.
Change the background and stuff. You think?
Huh? Yeah. Well, we can change the background. We can change it up to do whatever. But Corey Ryson, when's a winner release Q&A? That would be cool. Yeah, when the wins come out, which he said by 2020. So we'll see. That'll be a while. We can everybody read up, and then we can talk about wins for sure, and compare it to the show.
Any of you guys that are hat wearers like me and Chris, go get you a SmokeScreen hat. You know, made it through the whole season, and you need a souvenir.
Yeah, we'll have it at Protocon. We'll have it at Protocon. Doc Holliday is the master. He has been named Master of Clothing, Master of Merch.
He is the Master of Merch.
He's the Master of Merch. That's right. He's the
Sultan of Swag.
Exactly. So because I had them for sale on the Teespring store, and then they stopped making the damn fitted hats.
I forgot about that.
So you can't get them, but we are going to have them, and Doc is going to be my supplier. And
they're badass. They're awesome hats. I love it.
They're nice and new and clean, because I use the same. We had the only two in existence for 3 years.
I totally forgot about that.
3 years. It was ridiculous. They were old. Yes, Sassy, I believe Blood Moon will be out before Wins. It should be.
Reading that too.
Yeah, it should be out. I think they're filming now, so I'm sure to get greenlit for the whole show. I don't have any doubt it will. Anyway, okay, so
Wins coming out.
Huh?
I said his Wins coming out.
He said by 2020 now. So we'll see. I think he's been pretty close. I just think he was getting himself out of this corner, rearranging things. Knight's Douche. That's the one I just read that before. Knight's Douche, about your the ending thing with Brand saying that. I said that before. How did that get back there? All right, so we'll get out of here. Let everybody go. But yeah, let me just say before we go, regardless of how it ended, this has been a hell of a run.
Damn right.
It's been fun.
I agree totally.
It doesn't matter. What matters is that we all got to hang out and do these live streams, and I got to do videos for 3 years about this awesome story that I loved, and try to guess what was going to happen and explain things and whatever, and give a book perspective to people who didn't read the books and all that stuff. So it's been a ride. I wouldn't change a thing. I mean, regardless of the ending and all that stuff. So
right.
Anyway, this will be, I guess, the last official GOT stream. So hopefully everybody's kind of getting over the post Game of Thrones blues.
We'll be like Kiss.
Yeah,
we'll keep coming back and doing this farewell tour.
That's true. So yeah, we're not going anywhere. And again, we've talked about early on in the stream, there'll be other shows and stuff, and we'll always do the podcast.
Always.
The podcast will keep going. Once we get settled in, it'll be definitely a weekly thing, maybe more than a weekly thing. And as Kay does brought up, we want guests.
And if they're subbed to the channel, don't be surprised if you see like a random stream pop up where we get excited about something and want to come hang out. with you guys.
No doubt. We do not have to be a Game of Thrones only thing for sure, and I never meant to be. That was kind of the point, but anyway, that's just kind of
your name of your channel's not.
That's right. That's why I didn't name it, Game of Thrones something Thrones or whatever, because it was never meant to be. But anyway, thank you, Steph Snow. We're getting a lot of good feedback on the podcast. I'm glad people are enjoying it because it's not. It's just about anything. Sometimes just us.
I love
chatting about random shit. So I really enjoy those. That's my favorite kind of thing to do. But I do look forward to getting settled in a studio and showing that off and having a camera. Cameras, I should say cameras in the new podcast.
Because I was listening to the one we just did, where we were doing the hand signals and
stuff. Yeah, we're air quoting shit. Yeah. I know I've air quoted every podcast, and I have to say it because there's no camera. But we'll do that. Those are fun. But we'll keep doing that regardless. And anyway, thank you guys for all the great questions and comments and discussions and all that for the last 3 years on Game of Thrones. But that is it. It is over. We have to let it go. Thank you, Sarah. Love you back. Saying thanks for the streams. One of my faves. Thank you. Anyway, thank you guys. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the super chats and subscribers. I think we only lost 55 while we were live streaming.
Lost 20 just for scheduling it.
I did. I literally did. And only 30 or so during the stream. So not too bad. Let me triple check everything. I think we're good, but I want to just check there. What is this? Get off. Trying to have me set up a website or some shit. Okay, good there. Okay. Anyway, all right. So thank you guys. I'm trying to think. Again, this week. I don't know about Sunday. I don't have a plan for Sunday as far as a stream goes. But this weekend is going to be graduation weekend and stuff. So.
You talking about a week from today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm always off.
Yeah, so maybe we'll stream about something. We'll see. I'll post it in the I'll mention a video if we do or whatever.
Right.
Or post it on the community tab, and Twitter and all that shit. But yeah, I think I will do tomorrow. I think I'll start Vikings, and just kind of react to it and see where it goes. So anyway, I think we'll go that route for a while at least. Anyway, guys, thank you. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you
next time.